Wow！
叔，这太好看了！
对，就照这方向，你。
When you are old, what kind of life do you want to lead? Hi, good morning. I'm Miao. Welcome to watch my video about Beijing daily life. I hope I can give you some advice about traveling in Beijing. Autumn is coming. It's the best season in Beijing. When the weather is good, I often go running in the park. I saw many elder people with remarkable skills. They exercise every morning in the park, showcasing their special skills. There are also many people playing table tennis. Their skills are so high that I think they could almost participate in Olympic Games. This park is not any park. It's one of Beijing's most famous attractions, the Temple of Heaven. Today, follow my video to watch these wonderful Beijing elder people to see how they spend their morning in the park. So let's go. The Temple of Heaven is located in the Second Ring Road. It's in the inner city. I've been coming here since I was a child. To me, this park is more like a neighborhood park. To be honest, it was only as the tourists started coming and Beijing began to place more importance on historical sites that I realized its historical value. After my mother retired, she and her same-age colleagues gathered here to exercise together. So this place is their happy retirement life. At the Temple of Heaven, you can see many elderly people showcasing a variety of talents in the morning. They are often interviewed on television. Generally speaking, they are all Beijing locals who live very near here. And we call these elder people 北京大爷 and 北京大妈. So let's go and see if there are any 大爷大妈 are willing to talk to me in front of the camera. This aunt is playing Taiji, so let me join her. 看阿姨，我看阿姨穿的好看。来，您教我两招呗，我也教。对，没事，您随便，我跟您学就行。您在前面
打个观音拳。
好，好。
这个拳我是特别喜欢
啊，对，就打完感觉心很平静，跟这公园特别契合。刚学啊，对。这打的也挺好的，我就跟着下来。
就上前面熟点，后边不熟了。
Wow, so many people to exercise. Woo!
那放这儿呢。
对啊。
那王姐。
哎，阿姨。
真的。
哎。啊。这太厉害了，这个。哇哇哇！ Look, that's like a dragon dance. It's very Beijing traditional way to exercise, especially your arms. Look at that. So I will join them. Wow!
这风刮乱了，
这还怕风？这怕风啊！
风呢，顺着风方向，你看
啊，
迎着风。
哎呦，叔叔这好看呢，这个啊，叔叔这太好看了。
你躺着，再跳一个。
哇！
你看这个，他跳，跳的也挺好的。
你给他拉走。
这样，回来，这样，
这样，哎，
我告诉你画，这么画，画这八字。哎，对。
下面上来。
哎，对，哎，对，就照这方向，这你那龙头对。哎，让他走那个弯里头，龙头别撞着龙身子。
年轻人学的这
个，哎呀，我还觉得我学的慢，您说了半天八，我都没画出来。
你看，龙就打开了。
这个都是买的现成的呗，这个。
这拼多多的。
这长多少啊
？8米。
8米的长，还有不同的规格吗？
有5米的、6米的
啊
，10米的、12米的啊，15米的都有。
越长越难。
对啊，厚的你起不来呀。您
玩这多长时间了？
有2个月，
您才玩2多月，玩这么好？
2多月。
您那个，我听那个阿姨们说，您今年都70多了，
奔78了，
奔78了，您太厉害了，您太厉害了。之前呢，来天坛就玩这个，
原来踢毽啊，
对，
围着天坛转
啊。您就住这附近？方庄啊。 Look at the grandma sitting on the chair. She is playing erhu, a Chinese traditional musician instrument. I found these amazing uncles. Look at what they are doing.
邮件啊，讲究。别是去是。全是啊，都是。
好，真棒！
这个绳是细，不是自己的家伙也不好。真漂亮，好，太漂亮，可以，好。
这怎么停啊？这个？哦，一手啊，好。叔叔，您给我介绍一下，这叫什么锤？
这叫流星锤。
流星锤
啊，他讲了
行，那叔叔您给我讲这流星锤，这个您玩多久了？这是
流星锤我们是跟赵俊杰老师学的
一个大家
大家
啊，学多少年？
我们他们都学了好几十年了
啊，
都是带艺，完了之后那什么，学这个流星锤所以都是很有功夫的
看出来。
刚才那个朱大侠表演的流星锤表演的相当好
对。
那个枪呢练的是刚才给你们走的是五虎断门枪是国家非物质遗产三皇炮锤宋派三皇炮锤传下来的五虎断门枪，它是由徐汉元老师教的他过去是京都会友镖局的镖师我是他的徒弟
那您这练的够年头了
对练了有名门之后50年了。
您练这枪50年了
？50年了练了有50年。
这枪长多少？
这枪长有2米
，2米
1，
差不多都是一样的规格吗？对，都是一样的这个不一样的颜色就是颜色而已，没什么其他的。
过去我们这趟枪呢里头呢，因为呢含有子龙大枪，含有罗家枪，含有齐家枪我们呢所以起名叫五虎断门枪这样来的所以呢刚才表演的里头呢含有的东西挺多的
对。好。
你看这刀上面有青龙嘛？
上面有青龙
青龙偃月刀。
青龙偃月刀
这两面嘛，这两面都是青龙偃月刀。这一般这是关公的兵器对，这个大刀在兵器里18般兵器刀枪剑戟斧钺钩叉电剑手腕拐流星，这个刀的大刀是兵器，算大兵器。这算是比较大的兵器，就是关公嘛。
对。
但关公这刀，不仅高大，而且还有沉呢。他据说，传说他有80斤。
对。您
这个刀就7斤多。
7斤多您这个您练多久了？这刀？
这刀也得有7、8年吧。
7、8年真厉害。Since I'm here, I will introduce this park to you. This is a must-visit destination if you travel to Beijing. The Temple of Heaven was originally constructed in 1420, the Ming Dynasty. It was built as a sacred place where the emperors would perform rituals such as praying good harvest and offering sacrifices to heaven. The architecture behind me is the main architecture, the Hall of Prayer. If you want to go in, you have to buy the separated fee. now we are in the hall of prayer. The Temple of Heaven holds significant religious importance. In ancient Chinese religious beliefs, heaven are regarded as the supreme deity governing all the things in the universe and the fate of humanity. The emperors, known as the Son of Heaven, had the responsibility to represent all the people in offering prayers to heaven and seeking the favorable weather and abundant harvests. Therefore, the Temple of Heaven symbolizes the sacred connection between the human and the divine. The design and the use of the Temple of Heaven also deeply reflect an ancient Chinese philosophical concept of the unity of heaven and humanity. This idea posits that heaven, earth, and humanity are interconnected and coexisted in harmony. So you can see the architecture layout is the round heaven and square earth. This reflects the respect of natural laws. It's summer holidays in China, so you can see lots of tourists from other cities. And in front of us, this building is the most iconic structure in Temple of Heaven. It's a magnificent circular building with a wooden structure used by the emperor to pray for bountiful harvest each spring. In addition to the Temple of Heaven, Beijing also has the Temple of the Sun, the Temple of the Moon, and the Temple of Earth. But their status are not as high as that of the Temple of Heaven. They are all inner city parks, and they are all very small. Local residents will go these parks to exercise, but tourists rarely visit them. Can you see lots of people? So I will leave this place to the tourists, and I have to go now. The Olympic Games has concluded, and do you know why Chinese table tennis are so strong? This is the reason. Just like the street basketball are being popular in the US, and you can see people playing football in the street in Brazil, and in public parks you can see the elderly people play table tennis, and they are so good at it. When I was in school, our school also have the ping pong tables, and we have the competition every year. And not every Chinese knows Kung Fu, but every Chinese can play a bit of table tennis, it's true. It's a public park near my home, and not much historical thing. And I often go running along this riverbank. And the ping pong tables is just aside the riverbank. And as you can see, many people play table tennis here. The ping pong tables are always occupied. People even come early to reserve the spots. In my opinion, Chinese elderly people are not as relaxed as their counterparts abroad. When I travel overseas, I often encounter the foreigners couple, maybe over 60s, in their retirement. They travel around and enjoy their life. But in China, the elderly people always focus on taking care of their grandchildren. They have a closer relationship with their children's family, and they even live together. The elderly people in China often reluctant to spend money on themselves. They save their money for their family. They have a spirit of dedication to their family. They impose many restrictions on themselves. What you should do or what you should not do at a certain age. If you are an old people and you have to behave like an old people, I always tell my mom that no one dictates what she should do at a certain age. She can do whatever she wants, regardless of age. People in their generation lived in a time when China was relatively lacking in both material and spiritual resources. They had few opportunities to engage with the world. They dedicated their lives to the country, factories, and the family, raising their children. Many of them may not have had the hobbies. Now, in retirement, some of them have started to awaken. They discovered about the world, developed their interests, and focused on their health. More and more Chinese elderly people are finding themselves, and I'm so happy for them. Just like my today's video, those elderly people in the park, they are so young, right? But if you ask me, when I'm old, will I be like them? Probably not. I think I will stay on the sofa and play the new version of Super Mario Odyssey. When you are old, what kind of life do you want to lead? What kind of elderly people do you want to be? Leave a comment and let me know. That's all. Thank you for watching my Beijing vlog. My videos are about Beijing culture and Beijing life. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you like my videos. See you next time. Bye!